Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
The Big Family Homestead. Today, I want to talk about something that is very important and is going to affect you. And even if you don't live in the United States, it's going to affect you. A friend of mine named Dale, he said he wanted to bless us with a gift. And it reminded me that we need to talk about digital dollars, digital currency. And why it's really important that you pay attention now and that you start making preparations now, because our federal government has made the decree, the imperial decree, to move forward with the creation of a digital dollar, like Bitcoin, but not Bitcoin, one that they've created, one that they have control over, and the main thing is tracking. Now, why on earth, Brad, would they make this decree that we should move to a digital currency, and then they hire 87,000 new IRS agents? Control. Right. If they say, let's go down this rabbit hole for just a second. Let's say that they tell you that you're not green enough. Your environmental score, or whatever they're going to call it, if you're not green enough, oh my gosh, you used too much gasoline this month, even though it doesn't matter that you have a lot of grass to cut and fields to do and yada yada. It doesn't matter. You're naughty, and therefore you should be punished. And you will be punished by, we just won't let you buy it. We just won't let you buy it.
Yeah, that government issued debit card for your digital currency just won't work for certain items.
Or if you even go a little further into the future, it might not even be a physical thing. You may just have a retinal scan that's tied to an account that is your money. And oops, I'm sorry, you're standing there at the checkout line at Walmart, of course, because it always has to be Walmart. And you know that little screen that looks at you every time you buy something? Maybe that is your digital wallet.
Yeah.
And it says, oh, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to put that motor oil back.
Right. You can't buy that because
you've been naughty.
You
used too many of your green points. Now, it may not start that way. It may just be like, hey, isn't this great? It's so easy. Think about it. It's just like your debit card, but you don't have to do anything. Your money is always with you.
Well, they are trying to move to a universal income too, so that makes it a heck of a lot easier, right?
Man, I'll tell you what. Where we're going. The word is dystopia. Now, we don't live in fear. We try our best because we know what happens. We know what happens at the end of the book. God wins.
Yes.
And
which means we win.
We're on his team.
Right. You're on his team, you win.
Go Team Jesus.
Yeah. We'll go get snow cones afterwards.
Do you get a whole snow cone or a half snow cone?
Yes, you get a whole snow cone.
Even if you only played half the game?
Yes. Even if you played none of the game. Well, no, you have to play some of the game. You have to still be in the game. You have to be in the game, but yeah, you get a whole snow cone.
You get a whole snow cone?
Whole snow cone.
Okay.
No half snow cones here.
No.
You're either all in or not at all.
That's right. So, but the reality of a digital currency is coming. They've already laid the groundwork. They already have the systems put in place. They've already talked to the major banks. The major banks are like, yes. You know why? It's easier for them to make the same amount of money or more.
Yes. Yeah.
Because now they don't have to deal with physical anything. Think of all those tellers they don't need now.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
If you're a teller, probably going to lose your job.
Yeah, and they don't have to deal with you personally because it's just already there.
Ooh, here's a fun one. What if a mistake is made? Now you only get to talk to machines. And you're going, no. That was supposed to be $1,000 deposit, not $100 deposit. I'm sorry. I wonder if they'll have English accents or Indian, as in India. the country accents. The robots, I mean. My name is Steve.
Steve Martin.
Actually, this is true story. I got a scammer call one time, and the guy, his fake name was Steve Martin. I just started laughing. He goes, "What is so funny?" I can't do an Indian accent. Sorry.
That was pretty good.
No, it was bad.
No, that was pretty good.
But I said, you realize the fictional lie name you picked is a comedian who's an American. That's what's funny.
I would imagine, though, there's many more Steve Martins
Oh yeah.
in the world.
But
so-
he's the most famous one I know.
Well, I think he's the only famous one we know.
And he's a rockin' banjo player.
Yeah, I heard that.
So, preparation. How are you going to deal with the coming digital dollar? Because a lot of you, I know you're like super independent minded, and you'll be like, "Well, I'm just going to do it. I'll just do this and that." Well, guess what? Some of it you're not going to be able to escape.
Right.
If you have
Right.
a social security number, it's tied to you.
Right.
Your taxes. How are you going to pay your taxes?
I was just going to say that. How are you going to pay your property taxes? Because if you don't pay your property taxes, then what happens? Your house goes away.
They take it.
They take it after a few years. So yeah,
You're going to have to deal with it.
It's something that we all have to. Ooh.
What'd you think just now? I saw that.
Mark of the beast.
Don't do it. Because we don't know.
We don't know. No, we have to knowingly take it.
You can't be duped.
You cannot be duped into taking the mark of the beast. You have to knowingly accept it.
I'm not accepting it.
No,
I don't
I'm not.
care.
No, not ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
So here's a few ideas. I wanted to bring something up. This is just a fun little thing, okay? Think digital currency. Now, for those of you who are music nerds, you're gonna know what this is. This is what's called a sequencer. And you can program this thing, and then it sends data out to keyboards and drum machines, and it makes everything sound like the 80s. Kind of. But my point is this. When I bought this, it was not new, and I got it from a pawn shop. I paid $100 for it. That means that I paid X amount of dollars in tax. Where we live, it was $7.50. Why?
It's used. Why are we paying tax on it again?
And I guarantee you 5 other dudes had owned this because it's old.
Yeah,
from the 80s.
it's old. Yeah, but it's
Why do we pay tax on used things?
because it's a sale. You have to pay sales tax on something that's being bought
Why?
because they said so.
There we go.
Yeah, because
Now-
they said so. Right.
Now-
And even the same thing with a used car. The tax was already paid on that car when it was brand new, when somebody bought it brand new, and now you're buying it used, and you have to pay that tax again.
Here's a fun one. I was in a band for a long time, and when you make a CD and you put, remember those things? Those little discs that people used to buy?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Okay. So when you buy a CD, you pay tax on it. Now, a lot of those, here's a funny joke, inside scoop. Like, if you're in a band, one of the ways you know that you've made it is that if you can go to a pawn store and buy your CD secondhand for $1.
Yeah.
Because it'll be there.
Yeah.
But here's the point. So somebody bought it, sold it, garage sale, bought it, sold it, and now it's been paid tax on like 10 times. Pawn store. But the artist only got paid once. Hey, there's a cow.
Hi, Clover.
You can't see her, but she's right there.
Hi, sweet girl.
So
Come here.
we'll show you the different cow.
Yeah.
But for now, how do we push back?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to detach,
Can't
baby.
resist. She's so cute. She's such a sweet girl.
Okay.
I love my cows.
Yes. Me too. Okay. You gotta resist.
Okay.
She's gonna knock the tripod over there.
No, she won't.
Okay, so here's the thing. How do you push back? Because they're going to get some of your money, and they're going to get to be able to control you if you're in the system, which 99.9% of people are going to have to be in the system, at least to pay property taxes and stuff like that. It's so hard not watching
She's
her right
right
now.
here.
Because she's trying to lick the tripod.
Yeah.
Mom, I hate to tell you, you gotta focus, baby.
I'm focused. I'm focused.
Okay. You gotta push back. And, okay, I know this is a difficult word for a lot of you, barter. Physical assets are going to be paramount.
Yep.
Because if it's not in their system, they can't track it.
Right.
Right now, they're telling you you're supposed to pay tax on barter. I don't know what they're talking about.
What? What? No.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Never heard of that.
Things that you can trade that are of value, like this.
This.
Right there.
This is a 10-ounce bar of 0.999 silver.
Isn't it 99.99?
No.
0.999
0.99.
silver.
It's actually 999 thousandths, if you want to be
Right.
correct or technical about it.
But if you have stuff like that, it will always have value, or at least it always has. There's no guarantee, but it always has had value. Here's another fun thing that will probably have value for a very long time. Things like that.
Sure. Sure.
You know? Boy, those things keep going up in value.
Sure do. They sure do.
The last time I bought some of those things, we'll show you in a minute. But here's the thing. You've got to start thinking now about how you're going to live your life, buy food locally, have deals set up with people right now that if you know that you're going to need help with like an electrician, just say, hey, you know, Joey Bag of Donuts electrician friend of yours. I love that. It's on Dan Bongino.
Yeah.
But you might say, hey, you want to do some work for some of these for me? And I would imagine he'd be willing to do that.
Yep. Yep.
But you have to make these relationships now. If you wait, you're going to be caught going, they're saying I can't buy this without digital dollars.
Right. I can't buy food without digital dollars.
And it's already in place. The system is there.
Yeah. They just need to get everybody on board.
I would imagine, you know what usually happens? Is there's usually some major tragedy that happens accidentally.
In October?
Sometimes it's October, but a major catastrophe happens and they say, we have to do this. It's for the good of the children. They always use the children too.
Right.
But anyway,
So
buckle up.
your heartstrings. Yeah.
We're in for quite the ride.
Yeah.
Digital dollars. Oh, now the cow left.
He's right there.
Anyway, I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing and blessed day. Here, show you the cow. Clover.
Come here, Clover.
Oop, there's a cow butt. Come here, Clover. Oh, hi. Come here.
Come here, baby.
She's like, now it's suspicious.
Now you're pointing it at me.
What is that thing? Why is she being funny?
I don't know. She's been funny the last few days.
You funny too.
Come here.
So you don't have any food for me.
No, come here. Come on.
Hey, girl.
Come say hi.
Yeah,
Come say hi.
she's a sweetie. How old is she?
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was born the end of March, 2020.